I think that we're going to always have to ask what's the viewer's behavior. So right now on Facebook, there's data that says that most people view as they scroll. And so they don't bother to punch in and bring up the sound, probably because they're in public, you know, and most of us are polite enough not to want to disturb our neighbors if we're not wearing earphones or headphones. So I think that's why the behavior is the way it is right now. But tomorrow, technology could change where all of a sudden, you know, if I don't hear great music at the beginning, I'm not engaging. So I think we have to just remain aware of what are those moments that we're engaging with and why, you know, what are the behaviors. So I think that you know, but it reminds me of, I remember years ago, there was a testing company and they had figured out that if you wanted to do a good ad, you had to start with a big loud noise in the first 3 seconds. You know, and if you didn't have, so in my scripts I'd always be like, siren in the background, dog bark, screen door slams, because then they would say, okay, you check that box off as, you know, good. So we're not in a new world trying to figure out what works best. And I think we saw in the traditional world, when you declared, you know, like when David Ogilvy said, no reverse type, it's like, for then, but print would have been sad if we hadn't had the option to create with reverse type too. So we make up rules in the moment that I don't think are steadfast, that will continue to evolve based on how viewers adapt, you know, learn. You know, I love when you think about film, in the first film, nobody had discovered the cut. It was just a locked off shot and it was reality coming at you, you know, and supposedly the urban legend is that it was of the train, and that when the train came towards the audience in the theater, they all were like, because they didn't understand how to take in film. And then to think that the actual cut from one story to another was incomprehensible. Like, how can you go from a train station to a kitchen? And now that's like, of course you can do that. So I think, you know, we have to be careful when we look at film and say there are going to be rules. I think there are going to be guides to how people are using the film on these new screens and new platforms. And they will forever evolve, which makes everything exciting and frustrating all at the same time.